Okay folks, I'm gonna make a quick video about sorting lumber. And one thing I did want to mention before I got into what I'm doing here, this is for our cabin project, but whenever you're cutting lumber from your own logs, you want to make sure you cut your logs at least 8.5 feet long if you want an 8-foot board. I would recommend 9 feet, and we cut some 9, some 10. Anyway, what that does for you is it gives you the opportunity to trim off bad spots on the edges where you got splitting, cracking, or here, this is wane on this board. You can see where the bark was. That gives the opportunity to take that off. Same thing on this board. However, with subfloor, which is what I'm sorting now, 1.25" subfloor, it doesn't matter as much. They can flip this board over. In other words, put this bottom down, and this would be the top. You still got your width here that you need. Even though this is not, the strongest piece here, because the edge is fairly thin. It gets to a point here. Keep in mind, we're putting an 1.25" subfloor down, and then we're going to put 1 inch flooring down on top of that, rough cut stuff. We may end up planing some of it a little bit, or planing the floor boards if we've got enough heart pine. But anyway, so here it doesn't matter as much, but obviously that's probably about a 10 foot long board. So he could whack a couple of feet off of this, and actually he'd need to take about a foot off of this end, maybe a foot off this end. But anyway, it's not going to matter on the subfloor. I did want to mention that you can see here, this is older pine, and your heartwood is going to be the pink stuff here. There's your line where it turns pink, and this is your sapwood here. We did delay a few weeks, and it got warm a few days in January before we were able to sticker this. And I've got another video on stickering, which is just putting these spacers so that the wood can dry. But we flat stacked it together at first because we were trying to save time. The guy was cutting just as fast as we could get him logs and stack it. We didn't have time to sticker it. So we did have some issues with some mold here, as you can tell, but it's not blue stain. Blue stain will go all the way through the wood. And you can see I cut this a little bit. The mold comes off. And the guy building the cabin said we can put a little Clorox, 50/50 Clorox on that, and it'll clean that stuff right up. So anyway, I'm sorting flooring, which is 1.25". This is subfloor. And then I will also be sorting out the 1x12s for the main floor. And then we've got a bunch of yellow poplar here. And originally we're going to use it for interior paneling, but since we decided to go wood logs, go with logs, not wood logs. Obviously, logs are wood. Anyway, since we decided to go with logs, we're going to leave the logs exposed on the inside of the cabin and don't need to cover it with paneling. So what we've decided to do was to put a loft in. We're going to have cathedral ceilings and a half loft. And we're going to use this poplar to floor the loft, and it'll be bare underneath so you can see the grain of the poplar from below as well. So anyway, I just wanted to make a short video on this, and we'll be posting a couple more cabin videos today, and hope you enjoy watching, and stay tuned for more management videos. Thanks.